everybody.
Hey.
Hey, we're back for another Wine Down Wednesday. We have a couple of brand new wines to share with you guys tonight. They're part of our AMP collection. So we had a few wines before that were especially released for our annual convention back that we had in the fall. But they have released some new wines. There's 3 new wines. We're going to share 2 of those with you guys tonight. The first one we actually already tried this past weekend and we really liked it. So we can't wait to share it with you guys tonight. So we're going to have a Grenache and we're going to have a Cabernet Sauvignon. There's also a Barbera that we will sample pretty soon. And we also have some new Hushkeeper wines that are also reds that we're going to be sharing in the next couple of videos. So we're going to go ahead and dive right on in.
This is the Grenache.
Yep.
It's good. This is very, very good, and they all have these unique little labels.
Yeah, so this one has a fortune cookie on the front.
See?
And you'll notice that the little label, the paper that goes inside the fortune cookie is blank. So they call this the Project AMP Unfortunate Grenache. Now, the only reason why they call it unfortunate is because there is no fortune inside the fortune cookie. So the story behind the naming of this Grenache was kind of the idea of what if you did open a fortune cookie and there was no fortune inside and you got a chance to write your own fortune.
That's just weird.
So you're thinking about like what kind of things that you would expect to have that you kind of see on a fortune cookie message, but maybe like how you would change that or how those things like maybe apply to your life. The only reason why they say it's unfortunate though because the fortune cookie has no message on it. So this is $38 a bottle.
Yes.
And this is from McDowell Valley, which I believe is a California wine. So it's described as earthy and bold. It's 85% Grenache and 15% Petite Syrah. So only that small percentage blending to achieve a particular taste or balance in the wine. But because it's such a high percent of Grenache, that's what they label this wine. So
you could always write your own fortune in there.
yeah, I know that's what I said.
Take a little pen and just write it in there. It's good though. It's a good wine.
They describe it as earthy and bold. I definitely think it's more fruity and bold.
Yeah.
But there are some undertones in there that kind of give it more of that like earthy, herby kind of flavor note to it. So it's described as earthy and bold with notes of strawberry, red cherry, exotic spices, and a touch of white pepper. I don't really get like peppery when I'm drinking this wine.
No, and I'm not eating anything because I have an upset stomach, so.
Yeah, his tummy's not having some tummy troubles tonight. So it says, okay, so if you open the fortune cookie and there's no fortune, what do? What's your next move? Do you continue on fortuneless or do you go out and make your own? So I think most of us are probably going to go out and make our own fortune.
Probably.
So this deliciously drinkable Grenache from our Design Forward Project AMP collection doesn't need fortune's favor in order to be bold. If you love Pinot Noir or the spice of Syrah, this fruit-forward, perfectly balanced Grenache delivers a flavor so rich and indescribable, it transcends words and encourages you to take the future into your own hands. What's truly unfortunate is how fast this Grenache will run out, so make your own luck with one of the newest editions of the Project AMP collection. It says it pairs well with venison sausage. I don't think I've ever seen that before in any of the descriptions. Roasted poultry, grilled salmon, veggie tacos, berry tarts, and festive feasts. What do you classify as like a festive feast?
I don't know. Pasta feast?
Yeah, pasta is festive.
Yeah.
So we have some of this plum spread. I'm going to see if I can, it's a little bit thicker than I thought it was going to be. I don't know if I can.
Use a spoon.
I want to use the spoon for my Mediterranean dip. I don't think the flavors would mesh very well if I do sweet and then do that afterwards. So,
What do you think?
I love plums. We always talked about how, like the baby food and the plums.
That's why I bought that.
Yeah,
I bought it because I saw it was plum paste.
You know, sometimes like when you're cleaning up after your babies, when you're feeding them, I just remember the taste of the plums and always loving that flavor.
The Gerber plum food.
I definitely went smaller on the food tray tonight because I know he wasn't going to be like eating a whole lot. So I was just, I have a few new things on here that we've never made before, but I thought would probably go good with these wines. I'm just going to make a big mess with this cracker.
Yes. I could have something wrong with my belly or not. I don't know.
Yeah, you'll notice he's not quite his bubbly self tonight in the notes video.
No.
In the notes video. Ah!
In the notes
I know, I'm so used to doing that for my class. So we were both talking about how, okay, we're inside again tonight because coincidentally it seems like every Wednesday it loves to rain here in Central Florida.
It's
so we
rain
have
day.
to sit inside.
It literally never rains any other day. It's sunny and blistering hot, and then it rains on Wednesdays.
It rains on Wednesday, so we're inside again. But we were both talking about how we had to buy Powerball tickets for today because it's up to like a little bit over $1 billion.
Billion.
Boy.
Now, I was walking today, and I purposely went at 1 o'clock, 1:15, because the wind was so strong because the storm was coming. It was a great walk. I was being pushed by the wind.
Yeah.
Being pushed by the wind, and it was like, it's days like that it feels good.
Yeah.
It's not raining, but the wind's coming, and it was strong. There was big gusts.
Yeah, I know.
Physically pushing my body, like along the sidewalk.
I could see the darkness coming in
The
from
trees were ripping like this.
my windows in my classroom.
But it's just right now, it's just a steady drizzle rain, which we need. We desperately need it. Replenish the grass, the ponds and everything, and that's an odd color car.
The bright yellow one
That's not yellow, it's like
across the
it's
street.
like a goldish.
No. So, like I said, they describe this wine as earthy and bold. It does pair nicely with like some, like I have this like Mediterranean dip that I made. So it's something new I threw together and kind of tried. So it's got little like cherry grape tomatoes. It's got Kalamata olives, green onion, some lemon juice, some olive oil, and some feta cheese. Just kind of mix it all together. So it's got, and the feta cheese also has like, I think Italian herbs or something like that, and as well. So this goes really great with the plum spread, that sweeter flavor. I don't have any berries or anything to try it with tonight, but that definitely enhances more of the fruitiness of the wine. But I was curious to see with the more like savory, it says Mediterranean food, it says, and Greek food I think it says that it pairs well too. So
This dog is the ultimate beggar.
I know, she's desperate
And
for...
tonight she's not going to get a lot from me because I'm not going to really eat a lot.
No.
But the cheese is more binding.
Yes. Well, there's some cheddar cheese right there. That's a little bit like...
Do you understand the colloquial that I just said?
Yes.
You understand the intellect.
Yes, I get it. Okay. So the soil to sip report for this wine, it says, sourced from well-established, clean-crafted vines planted 20 to 40 years ago in Mendocino, California. The fruit was picked at night to preserve the varietal's natural acidity and delicate flavors. Each varietal was fermented separately in stainless steel for 14 to 21 days, then aged in stainless steel to maintain freshness. The lovely aromatics of Sauvignon, it says.
Sauvignon?
Yeah, I know. That's what we're talking about, the Grenache. I know it's like a deep purple color. Prior to aging 10 months in stainless steel, the Petit Syrah was added to the final wine for added depth and structure, and it was bottled under sustainable cork. So, mostly like stainless steel. I think that's why you don't necessarily get a more of that like kind of vanilla undertone.
This seemed to taste much better. Were you with me when we had it?
Yes.
What did we eat that night?
Did we have it with the steak? I think we had it with the steak.
Tonight, I'm not eating anything but a little cheese, but I'm trying to get a different flavor.
No, so I'm trying it with the more like savory kind of stuff on here. I'm gonna try some of the
hummus.
I'm gonna try some of the
the hummus.
Beef jerky. Yeah, do that. I have the carrots over there too that would probably go well
like
with
an all-everything bagel.
Well,
exactly.
So, I mean, I'm sure like the hummus would go well with this.
That tastes exactly like an all-everything bagel. Literally. I saw it and I was like, I have to get this.
Yeah, I know you love everything bagels, but we both steer clear of the higher carbs.
That tastes exactly like a bagel, like an all-everything bagel. Well, how much is not carb for you?
I mean, an actual bagel.
Remember the Wegmans, the big fat bagels? Nice and warm.
I love carbs, but carbs do not love me.
You know, if we did that, I'd gain weight overnight. 5 pounds.
So this wine, again, take the flavor notes of strawberry, red cherry, spices, exotic spices, I think it said, and white pepper, and pairs well with red meats, roasted duck, grilled salmon, and tacos. Don't have any tacos, but I did see somewhere.
I think we should do duck for some holiday this year. We should have roasted duck.
Well, so duck is normally like a darker meat, right?
Duck season. Wabbit season. Duck season.
This definitely, when you have it with the Mediterranean dip,
I can't do that yet.
brings out more of the herbiness and the earthiness of the wine. So it totally makes the wine go in a different direction. It also makes it taste a little bit drier when you have the plum. So, I know, it's very good. Totally takes this wine in a different direction. So just keep that in mind whenever it's a lot of possibilities of things that you can pair it with, but it's also just great by itself.
This is almost like a hybrid Pinot Noir Merlot. If I had to describe it, a Pinot Noir,
That's how
fruity
you
Pinot
would?
Noir. Yes.
Okay.
It's a hybrid Pinot Noir Merlot. Syrah. Throw Syrah in there too.
Well, so there's a 15%.
So I'm right. And I think
petite
our
Syrah.
friends, our pals that are watching would agree. You guys are going to love this one. Mm-hmm. You're going to love this one. You should order it. Order it now.
And I have a special message about that in a minute. About a new deal that just came out today.
Really?
On the Scout and Cellar website, yes. But before I get to that, the ingredients of this wine are grapes, tartaric acid, yeast, malolactobacteria, and sulfites. That's all that's in this wine. And they achieve this taste because of the different growing conditions and how that affects the taste of the grapes and the slight blend with the petite Syrah.
You can see the cleanliness, honestly. Again, I'm going to go back to, 2 weeks ago I went to Carrabba's. Got the most expensive wine on the menu because my mother said I'm paying for it, don't worry about it. $26.95 for a 9-ounce pour. And I think it was an Italian red blend, right? Like some kind, I can't remember the brand. I couldn't even drink two or three sips of it. It was like, yikes. And this is mainstream wine. And people are drinking it every day. Oh, it's the most expensive red wine.
And I think it's so wonderful.
The most expensive. Bring us a bottle. It's like $100 a bottle. $100 for $38. Look at what you get. This is 10 times the wine.
Way better.
10 times. Honestly, if they had this, we'd order it. Trust me.
That's why, we're calling ahead. If we go out to dinner, we don't really go out very much anymore, but if we do, and we know we want to drink wine with dinner, we'll call ahead and ask them if they will allow us to bring in our own wine and just pay a quart. The food is not good, the service is terrible, all of these other things that it's not even worth it anymore.
My good old Uncle Charlie.
Yeah.
He from San Diego. He refused a platter of fettuccine Alfredo at Carrabba's. I'm talking the platter was this big. Sat it down right in front of him. He refused it because he wanted pasta carbonara. And he said he swore to God that the Carrabba's in San Diego serves pasta carbonara. And the manager came over and had this long discussion. And I said, just put peas and bacon on it.
That's
I
really
told
all
the
that's
manager,
missing.
and he was like, I don't want this. Just take it back. I'm not eating. And I said, okay. They comped his meal. They comped everybody's drinks, whatever. It's like, every time we go to a restaurant with these people, there's a problem, a flare-up.
Yes.
Anyway, so are we moving on to the next one?
Just a little bit more information about this. So it's 121 calories per 5-ounce serving.
TMI.
No. 0.06 grams of carbs per 5-ounce serving, 0 grams of fat. It's 12.5% alcohol. That's pretty standard for the clean crafted wines. It's 0.4 grams per liter of residual sugar and 68 parts per milliliter of sulfite. So relatively low in sulfites. That was a good one.
It's gelatinous.
So, less than a gram of residual sugar. Again, that's just the naturally occurring sugars, no added sugars into this wine. It's a little bit higher on the calorie count. Most are between like 100 and 110 calories, but...
That's so good. It makes my fingers sticky, though.
Yeah, I know. It does taste really good. Although, I'm telling you, with the beef jerky with this wine was absolutely excellent.
The more wine I drink, it makes me feel better.
It's just kind of like whatever direction you want to go with it. This has lots of versatility.
This is a plum paste that we got. It's from the Netherlands, I think. The Netherlands.
It's over like in the deli section at the
Yeah, at Publix.
at Publix.
But I saw it. It's funny when you go to the grocery store and you're planning these videos. You just see something, and I thought, I think that would work out great, and she would love it. And we'll pull from this for weeks.
Well, plus we'd already had this wine, and I'm sure he was kind of thinking like, oh, I bet that would really complement really well.
So we got to go on to the next one.
Yes, we're going to move on. So this is another one of our new Project Amp wines. This is the Watch Out for Tastings Cabernet Sauvignon, and this is from Yorkville Highlands.
It has the sign on it.
Right, so you have to go take it up closer because they can't see it from this far away. But it's like one of the road signs, like a warning sign. So it says, watch out for tastings. It's a person like crossing the street with a glass of wine.
It's showing
I think it's kind of clever. That the battery's running low?
Yeah.
Oh no, we have to hurry up and finish this one then before the battery runs out. I don't understand. It's been charging all day.
I'm going to plug it in.
So this is also $38 a bottle. Okay, so while you're doing that, I'll bloviate a little bit about the wine.
You bloviate. I'm going to plug it in.
So this one is also described as earthy and bold. It's 85% Cabernet Sauvignon, 10% Petit Syrah, and 5% Merlot. So normally whenever I see a cab, especially with a slight blend, kind of like this, I definitely automatically think like steak. This is probably going to go great with a steak. We did not have this one on hand when we had our steak the other night, but I'm curious to see.
That steak was good the other night, wasn't it?
It was really good.
That was good.
That was excellent.
That filet mignon, that was really
well.
It was just, they were perfect cuts. One of them had a little gristle. When you buy filet, you have to like watch out for the gristle.
Yeah, but a lot of times if you cook it correctly, that just adds some more like flavor.
Right.
To the steak. So,
sorry if I'm...
This is a classic Cabernet Sauvignon. It has notes of blackberry, coffee, spice, minerals, and is superbly structured. Oh, thank you, dear. So now we can make sure that we don't run out of battery, like we did last week.
Yes, it just shuts off.
We had an abrupt ending to our video.
If you saw the ending, I put the ending thing on it. I was like, sorry.
I told him to put the Looney Tunes like, that's all, folks.
I think I did something like that. If you look at the video, I did something weird. But it's all right. It's all good.
So it says, prepare for a Cabernet experience of mythical proportions. Watch out for tastings. One of the newest additions on the Project Amp collection is a deliciously drinkable Cabernet Sauvignon from the Redwood Valley area of California. So that's like Northern California, right? The Redwoods is Northern California. This is a big, bold cab delivering notes of dark fruit, mocha, and spices, blending into round tannins that result in a close encounter of the truly delicious kind.
Close encounters of the fifth kind.
Yes, the third kind, isn't it?
Third kind.
Yes. It's bold, it's intriguing, it's elusive, and it'll be gone in the blink of an eye. See where we're going with this?
When is April 8th?
That is a Monday.
So Monday is a solar eclipse.
Uh-huh.
Get ready, folks, for the solar eclipse.
So this one, it says, it pairs well with grilled lamb chops, rosemary chicken, swordfish kebabs, aged cheddar, Mediterranean dinners. Okay, maybe I got it confused. Maybe this one is supposed to go with Mediterranean. So, yeah, if you're talking about close encounters of the third kinds, there are all kinds of speculations and theories going around about what's going to happen with this solar eclipse on Monday.
Monday. People are flocking to Indiana for some bizarre reason.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of people that are, like, freaking out.
What's in Indiana? Like, why are you going to Indiana?
No, because most of where like you're supposed to be able to see the full solar eclipse, I think, is in Texas.
In Texas, in the middle of Texas.
Yeah, I'm not
It's going like
sure.
this. The thing that X is crossing there.
Yeah.
But apparently, Indiana is going to be the most darkest.
We're only supposed to get partial here in Florida.
Well, there's a lot of weird stuff happening. The Devil Comet. It's called the Devil Comet. Is going to be. You can see it. You'll be able to see it across the sky.
Comet.
The comet.
Oh, okay.
You're going to be able to see it going across the sky.
Okay. At the same time as the eclipse?
Yes.
Why do they call it the Devil Comet?
Because I think there's. I don't know. I'm not paranoid, but I think there's some weird stuff happening. Just be careful, people. Just be careful. Be on your best behavior, whatever.
I'll be at school, teaching like normal.
Well, if things start to go awry,
Well,
then you can get in the truck with me and we'll leave.
okay.
I'll pick you up and say, get in now! We're leaving!
So, the soil to sip report for this wine, sourced from well-established, clean-crafted vines, 20 to 30 years of age in Mendocino County, harvested at night to preserve Cabernet Sauvignon's natural acidity and delicate aromas. Each varietal fermented separately in stainless steel for 14 to 21 days. Remember, it was made up of a blend of 3 different ones, predominantly Cabernet.
This one.
Yeah. So stainless steel for 14 to 21 days to preserve unique characteristics of each varietal.
So this isn't a straight up Cabernet?
No, it's a slight blend. Before aging in stainless steel, see, you weren't listening because you were plugging in the camera.
No.
Before aging in stainless steel for 6 to 8 months, Petite Syrah was added for structure and Merlot for silky texture. Again, that's the only reason why they will blend different types of grapes together is to achieve a particular taste or style of wine.
Right.
And bottled under sustainable cork.
I'm going to say this is only slightly darker than this one.
Mm-hmm.
Slightly darker than that one. This is definitely a lighter cab. It's not a heavy, deep, rich cab.
But it is your good traditional cab where it's a little bit drier.
Yeah, it is. It is. And I love a nice dry glass of Cabernet.
Now, I didn't pull out any chocolate for us tonight, but they did mention before notes of, I think it's Parmesan.
Mm-hmm.
So the flavor notes again of blackberry, coffee, spice, and minerals. So yeah, it does kind of have that smooth minerality kind of finish to it.
Yep, but stronger though.
Yes.
Drier.
Yes. And again, pairs well with lamb chops, grilled chicken, hard cheese, and Greek kebabs. So think about shawarma when you go and they have the big meat thing and they just slice it off.
Oh my God.
For you.
It's a lamb, isn't it? It's lamb.
It can be any kind of meat.
Mm. You know what? So you're talking about winning $1 billion in the lottery. I hit $1,000 on a scratch off the other night. That's another picture. It always happens late at night. I have a ticket over there. I forget to scratch it. Before I go to everybody, I scratch it off. So I scratch off the numbers, and this particular ticket has a doubler number at the top. If you scratch that number off, and you get that number anywhere in the game, it doubles everything. I scratch it off, and I had 10 wins. I'm thinking, oh, this is a $500 win. I see $50 under every one of them. And then I was like, oh, $500. My mind didn't compute. Mm-hmm. Another $1,000 win. In the state of Florida, if it's $600 or more, you have to go to the lottery office.
Mm-hmm.
If it's $600 or under, they pay you right at the store.
More than $600, you have to go. But $600 or less, they'll pay you at the store.
And $1,000, it sounds like a lot of money. It's not a lot of money when you think about it. It takes an hour to get there. It takes 2 or 3 hours to sit there at the lottery office is filled with people. Then another hour to get home. Mm-hmm. So you got it's an entire day. And I know it's
half a day.
I know it's $1,000. People say, "Oh, shut up! It's $1,000." I understand, but when you play,
why can't it be $10,000 or $50,000 or $100,000?
I've won 10,000 before.
This is delightful with the beef jerky.
Do you like the
so definitely would recommend to go with. Yeah, I like that one, but definitely would recommend to go with a good steak dinner.
Oh yeah, we love beef jerky.
Try some of this cheese over here. It tastes really great with this Mediterranean dip too. So think any kind of Mediterranean dish, Greek, anything like that, this would also go well. So a few more facts. The ingredients for this wine are grapes, yeast, malolactobacteria, and sulfite. So slightly shorter ingredients list than the last one.
Hopefully I won't get the squirts later.
No, hopefully not. So this is 100 calories per 5-ounce serving, a little bit lower in calories. 0 grams of carbs per 5-ounce serving, just zero, and 0 grams of fat. 12.5% alcohol, 0 grams per liter of residual sugar, I hardly ever see that, and 58 parts per milliliter of sulfites. Most of the reds are going to be around that kind of amount. Sometimes the whites will get up closer to 100. Most of the clean crafted wines will not go over 100 parts per milliliter. And then I talk about, that's normally what I relate to headaches. The higher the sulfite count, more likely I am to get a headache. So, almost always safe with the clean crafted wines because they are much lower in sulfites than a lot of the store-bought wines.
I don't. But I did have a headache. It's funny. I'm not going to sit here and harp on Carrabba's. Because some of the food, the bolognese sucked. I'm just going to say it.
A lot of the quality in these restaurants, I swear, it's just mass produced somewhere, and they almost just like warm it up in the kitchen. It's not even freshly made.
I don't think
from scratch.
I don't think the bolognese is freshly made. I think it's.
Thank you.
I think they have it in packets.
Uh-huh.
They warm it up because the bolognese had no meat.
Or
There
maybe
was
they're
no
trying to
meat.
keep it
You
more
wouldn't like it.
consistent
You
or
would hate
something.
it.
I don't know, but it's like, yeah, I don't.
It's mostly
I want
pasta.
fresh ingredients. That's why you have to go to like local family-owned restaurants,
my jar
not the
of
big
sauce
chain. Yeah, I have it in there for
I
the
always
next time.
give her jars of sauce.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Normally the big jar will last me and my son like 2 meals.
You can make the tomato. Well, the garlic marinara is you can make it versatile. You can make pizza with it.
Mm-hmm.
You can make a really good pizza, and the people that come to the wine parties love the pizza. But I'll tell you this: it's like I'm thinking about Christmas. I think I'm not going to make bolognese. Maybe I'll make a meat sauce, like a rich meat sauce.
Yeah, you could do that. So
yeah, are we?
But I would recommend both of these wines. I
Yes.
love both of these wines. I was trying to pick enough difference between. They are very similar to each other.
Yes, very simple. Well, that's a little heavier.
It's a little bit drier than the Grenache.
This is more fruitier and bouncy. That's definitely more drier.
But highly recommend, new to the Scout and Cellar site, give them a try. Oh, what I was going to say was, the big deal for right now, for the month of April, for a very limited time, they have all of the Scout Circle Club wines that you normally can't get unless you're a member of the Scout Circle are all now released to the general website. Anybody can buy them, and they are 20% off.
No.
Yes, you heard me right.
Right now.
20% off, yes, for a limited time. So there are lots of really great wines that are part of the Scout Circle Club that I get because I am a club member and I get my monthly
And you still get
subscription.
free shipping if you...
Yeah, if you meet all the requirements of if you spend $150 or more. I don't know that you get the 6-bottle 5% discount. I don't think you can double those discounts because you're already getting the 20% off. But because I'm a Scout Circle member, if I order those wines, I do get the extra 5%
Go
off
peruse the
benefit for
website
that.
for them.
There
might
lots
be some
of
good deals.
really great wines.
There might be some really high-end wines
that you
are
didn't
cheaper.
see before or didn't have access to before because
Yes.
if you weren't a Scout Circle member. So definitely get on.
It's not a typical cab, it's a hybrid cab in my opinion. Both of these are. But they're still, I love them. They're both.
I'm definitely getting like the touch of Merlot.
I absolutely love both of these wines.
Yeah.
Absolutely going to buy more of these. Obviously they're more expensive, I don't care. Because
It's worth it.
It's worth it. I'm going to tell you right now, it's worth it. And I would highly recommend it. I'll put the links in the description below.
Yeah.
And like, comment, and share the videos. We are going to go. We're going to sign off because I have to produce the video. We're trying to cut the videos down to smaller.
Yes,
Time.
we tend to bloviate, we know.
Yes.
So we hope you guys have a fantastic week and hope to see you back here next week.
Yeah. See
All
you
right.
later.
Bye everybody.